Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Farhad Jennings, and this is our Mount Rushmore proposal. Our idea is to build a second Mount Rushmore that consists of the faces of American war heroes. We believe it is important to honor people who served in the war and helped change the course of the war for the better. The heroes that we chose to honor are Walter Ehlers, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and last but not least, Douglas MacArthur. The location we picked for our Mount Rushmore is El Capitan, a mountain in Yosemite National Park.
Yosemite National Park is a real beautiful place. We have millions of visitors every day. If you see it, you would not believe that it is a real place. Many of our tourists spend their time in the Yosemite Valley, a real wonder of Mother Nature. This is where the El Capitan Mountain is located.
The El Capitan Mountain is perfect for making a Mount Rushmore. For starters, it is in a very famous national park, so visitors will be endless. Second of all, it is very large, so we have a lot of room to work with. And lastly, it is flat enough for us to carve with ease, but not so flat that we cannot work on it. It's the perfect mountain.
Yosemite Valley is just the most beautiful place you'll ever see. It is a true wonder of nature. The national park itself is home to thousands of species of plants and animals. It's especially known for its abundance of beautiful waterfalls.
Our first hero is a D-Day World War II veteran, Walter Ehlers.
Walter Ehlers was a World War II veteran who served in the Normandy landings. When Ehlers' squad landed on Normandy, they were under heavy fire, but made it into the trenches without any casualties. Their goal was to destroy enemy mortar and artillery positions. Ehlers was injured 3 days into his push, but he refused to stop fighting. In fact, he even carried a fellow injured soldier out of enemy gunfire.
Seeing Ehlers charge directly into gunfire without a care in the world. He was fearless, and you'd be scared if you were up against him. The Germans could not stop our squad. He was a good guy, real enthusiastic, but when he went in about, he was a whole nother person.
Ah! You have to get him out of fire!
Please rise for the national anthem. Whoops, wrong one.
Sir Walter Ehlers, please rise to receive your Medal of Honor.
Our next hero is President Harry S. Truman.
Truman said when he became president in the middle of the war, it felt as if the burden of the entire universe had fallen on him. He was truly a great president for handling that situation so well. Wow!
Sir, Truman, sir!
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy?
President Roosevelt has just died, sir. You are now the new president.
Nani?
NANI?
Sir, what are plans on Roosevelt dying in your presidency?
Boys, if you ever pray for me now. I don't know if you fellas ever had a load of hay fall on you, but when they told me what happened yesterday, it felt like the moon, the planets, and all the stars had fallen on me.
Wow, what an inspiring quote.
Rumors were heard that the Germans were creating a bomb of their own, so Truman accelerated the pace of the Manhattan Project. He was the president who was in charge of the droppings of the atomic bomb. Messenger!
Yes, sir!
Send the word. It must be done. We're dropping the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Should I have dropped the bomb? Should I not have dropped the bomb? Many people died, but I also saved many people. It was the right decision. Our next hero is Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Ike,
Yes, sir.
it is my honor to give you command of the Allied forces during Operation Torch. You are hereby Supreme Commander.
It is my honor.
So, we already took Morocco. How are we going to take Egypt?
We're not gonna take Egypt. We're gonna go to Sicily and straight hop over to Italy.
General Eisenhower,
Yes.
Operation Torch was a success.
It's a very nice.
So, General Eisenhower, what's our plan for D-Day?
So we're gonna land our troops in Normandy since the Germans are confused where we're gonna land. So here is Normandy, and then we're gonna use this to breach the Iron Curtain that Hitler has constructed all over Europe.
Over here?
So hippity hoppity, German off the French property.
You know, now that I think about it, Eisenhower was a really great president. I mean, he was the one who was in charge of D-Day, the planning for D-Day, and Operation Torch. Without him, those invasions would not have gone so successfully, and maybe we wouldn't have won the war. Overall, Eisenhower was a great president and military leader.
Hey, yo, Ike.
Yes.
Alright.
Is that any way to talk to your
Sorry,
Supreme Commander?
General Eisenhower, Supreme
Yes.
Allied Commander Eisenhower.
Yes.
D-Day was a success. Like, we straight up went to the beach, right? And just yeeted all the German forces and took back France.
Tell me something I don't already know.
Hello, General Eisenhower. Would you
Yes.
like to join NATO?
I think not.
What do you mean? You don't want to join NATO?
No, I'm good.
Alright then, you're lost. Hey, yo, Ike, you sure you don't want to join NATO?
Sure, I'll join.
That's what I thought. Wrong hand, buddy. There you go. Oh, let's go! I got a victory royale! Come on, I'm gonna show everyone this.
Psych, Ike about to leave NATO. Here's my
Wait,
resignation
what?
letter.
No, don't leave! Hey, yo, Ike, come down to the NATO office. Tell us why you left.
I'm leaving to serve the nation. America needs a president.
So you're resigning from NATO?
Yes.
Yo, okay, yeah, so he left the NATO office. He's gonna be president. You know, if we think about it, Eisenhower was actually a really great president. I mean, he helped with public works such as the Federal Highway Act of 1956. He kept America out of war with the Soviet Union, and he even ended the Korean War.
Yeah, and he also created a more dependence on the Air Force rather than land warfare. He also gave more power to the states, and he decreased government spending from the previous president.
Our next hero is Douglas MacArthur.
Hello guys, my name is Douglas MacArthur, and I'm proud to be your valedictorian for West Texas Military Academy. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my parents, my teachers, and my friends for being with me in this journey. And one more thing, get on my level.
Douglas MacArthur, I'd like to give you this award for being first captain at the U.S. Military Academy.
Thank you, I really appreciate this award. I think I worked really hard these 4 years of my life. I look forward to working in the U.S. military in future wars.
Alright, give it back now. Douglas MacArthur, I'd like to give you this award, this Medal of Honor, for your amazing performance and contributions in the Pacific Theater of World War II. Your victory in Japan really helped out in the war. Here you go.
I agree to whatever he said. I think my victory in the Philippines is a real victory. I'm proud to receive this medal.
Auditorium.
Douglas MacArthur? Dougie? Alright, I'll just give someone else General of the Army.
I'm coming.
Okay,
Right here,
that's
right
what I
here.
thought. Alright. I would like to present you with the rank of General of the Army. Only 5 people in history have that. And this is your placeholder.
Obviously, who else could have got this?
The leapfrogging strategy was genius. Basically, the goal of the American Army in the Pacific Theater was to make their way to mainland Japan just in case they had to do an invasion. Of course, that didn't happen because of the atomic bomb. But there were too many Japanese islands, and they were very, very heavily defended. The strongholds were too powerful. So, MacArthur decided to only go for the weakest islands and the islands that would give them the most resources. So they only went after certain islands, and they leapfrogged from one island to another until they were close enough to mainland Japan. That is one of the main reasons that the war was won in the Pacific Theater.
Hey guys, my name is Douglas MacArthur, and I'm in Australia right now, and I'm trying to get Japan, so you better watch out. Hippity hoppity, Guadalcanal is my property. Hippity hoppity, Philippines is my property. Hippity hoppity, Okinawa is my property. Hippity hoppity, Iwo Jima is my property. Better watch out, Japan, coming for you.
So, what makes these heroes that you're honoring so special?
Let's start with Eisenhower. First of all, Eisenhower was an amazing military general. He made a sizable contribution to the war, especially being the Supreme Allied Commander of D-Day. It's undeniable that D-Day was one of the most important attacks in the war, and it was Eisenhower's great leadership that helped the Allies win D-Day, which ultimately led to the Allies winning the war.
So, why choose to honor a mere war veteran like Walter Ehlers?
I think it's unfair to call him a mere war veteran, since the veterans are the ones making sacrifices, giving up their lives to fight and help win the war. But I think Walter Ehlers, putting him up on the mountain, isn't just about him. It's about every soldier in World War II that made sacrifices and, helped win the war, because the soldiers are the ones that actually do the work, not the leaders sitting atop their seats. And as far as individually for Walter Ehlers, the reason we picked him is because he is the perfect symbol for American courage in World War II. He fought in D-Day, and he even got wounded, but he continued to fight. Even in the face of danger and firing from the German army, he helped out a fellow injured soldier instead of backing out. And I think that is why he deserves to be on the mountain.
Thank you. So why choose President Harry S. Truman?
Well, it's undeniable how great of a president Harry S. Truman was. First of all, he had to deal with becoming a president in the middle of the war, which he didn't expect because FDR was president. Then he dealt with the stress and the anxiety of dealing with
Wrong one.
Put your. Are you serious? Dude, it's not that hard. Come on.